It's really early. I didn't realize how early it was until I just looked at my screen, but I figured I would pop on and see what you guys were doing and share a thought that I was having the other night when I was having a conversation with a friend about dating and relationships and believing somebody when they tell you something about themselves and how we can save ourselves a lot of heartache and a lot of confusion by listening to people the first time around and not trying to spare our own feelings by lying to ourselves about facts that people have revealed about themselves. I'm fresh home from the gym. I went to the supermarket. I'm so glad that it's so early and I was able to be productive. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day. Hi, my curtains keep popping in. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day about dating and meeting people and believing people when they tell you who they are the first time to spare yourself. And about how I met this guy and we were talking and how guys and girls feel differently about being single. Now, I had put a post on Instagram saying how I was single, not looking for anything like that. And he kind of said the same thing and he hit me up like, oh, I'm gonna put the kind of, I'm gonna hit you up. We need to have drinks. And I feel like a lot of times when women voice that they're single, at least in my, in my particular case, I'm saying I have like so much sunscreen on, I probably look gray. Hey, Odyssey. So when I say I'm single, I say I'm single, I'm not mingling, I'm not dating, I'm not having casual sex, I'm not looking for anything. I think when guys say they're single, they're saying they're into all of that, but they don't want to make a commitment. Anyway, so I'm talking to this guy and he's like, yeah, I'm not putting in effort these days, I'm not into romance, I don't want to really do anything like that, I'm not looking for anything serious, but he wants to chill with me, right? So old me would think like, okay, yeah, he's saying that, but he wants me to change his mind. He wants me to do something to prove that I'm worthy of effort and romance and all this stuff. So we talk and blah, 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 whatever. He's flirting with me. He wants to pull up. He wants to chill. He wants to vibe. But he told me he doesn't want to put in effort. He's not into romance. He's not looking for a relationship. And I was talking with my friend and I was like, at this stage in my life, I believe everything that somebody says shows me off the bat. Because in my last relationship, the last relationship that I consider an actual relationship, when we first met, he told me, oh, I would never want to get married again. I would never really want to cohabitate. You know, my career is really my baby right now. But we dated, and he proves everything that he said to me to be the truth, and I resented him for it. He did so much more, but the things that he told me about himself, had I believed it flat out first time around, I would have saved myself years. I would have saved myself heartache. I would have saved myself time, energy, resources. So I think it's important to not only own when we fucked ourselves over and when we played ourselves, but we need to believe what people say the first time around. We need to believe what they show us. You know what I mean? I definitely believe when men say, oh, I'm not really into putting in effort. No, I'm not really into being in a relationship, that they mean it. I think sometimes women have a tendency of saying that because we want the guy to be like, no, you don't want to be in a relationship? Nah, you look, I'm gonna chill with you. I'm gonna kick it with you. I'm gonna show you why you want to be in a relationship with me. We be fucking ourselves up. We gotta believe what these men say. So this guy that I'm talking to on Instagram, I'm completely denying him access to me because I know what you want to do is be sexual with me and no strings attached, and then go ahead and mind your business. You want to try my body because you follow me on my fitness Instagram. You're looking at my body. You're looking at me. You want to try me out. You know what I'm saying? Until you get bored. And I told him, no, we're not going to chill because I completely respect where you're coming from. You don't want anything. You're not into putting in effort. You're not into romance. So what would I be doing hanging out with you? Because I'm single, no mingle. But that was just a thought that I was having, and I was sharing it with my friend. And I was like, you know, I could give my ex a little more credit than I do because while there were other things that I feel like he dropped a ball on, one thing he didn't do was he didn't lie about what he wanted and what he didn't want. And he didn't lie about his career being number one. And he didn't lie about never really wanting to progress. So what he really wanted was, I was probably on a roster. I'm not gonna lie, he was a good looking guy. He was kind of famous. He was a fighter. I was probably on a roster. I was a familiar face, a familiar place, a comfort that he never told me that we would progress. He told me that we'll never live together. He told me that marriage would never be something that he would consider, but I didn't believe it. And that was my fault. I played myself. A lot of times we play ourselves. Not saying that that's your situation, just saying that that's my situation, and it's a reality. That's a reality that I realized, like, yo, no, he told me. I was talking to my friend, like, oh, we were together for almost 3 years. And he, every time my mom came around, he would dodge her. He would never stay at my house for more than a week. Like, nigga, like, bring me a little bag over, chill with me. He didn't want that, baby. And he told you that day one. And you convince yourself that you'll either change him or he'll change himself. I mean, they can, but I just wasn't the one that he wanted to do that for. And I can't even be mad. It's such a freedom. It's so freeing. It's so freeing coming to that realization. He never said he would. I remember I was talking to this guy years ago, maybe 6 years ago. And I let him stay with me for a little while because he was working near where I was living. And then he had stayed with me for a couple of months. And one day I'm like, yo, you're not really helping. You're not contributing. Like, what's tea? And then he goes, I never said I would. And you never asked me to. I sat at my kitchen table and I was like, yo, he never said he would. So we just assume that people are going to do things that is the right thing, or that is the thing that comes with a certain time. You feel like you're going to be with somebody for a couple years eventually. Like, if you guys are in a good relationship, okay, of course they're going to propose. Okay, of course we're going to cohabitate at some point. Okay, of course things are going to progress. No, child, no. The gag is I was married, said one thing and started to do another. And it be that way because I think we just have different operating systems, okay? Like, we're operating DOS and they're operating Java, or maybe the other way around. But I just had that realization and I had that thought, and it was really freeing. It was really freeing. I wish it was something that I thought while we were together, because while we were together, I was really like, I was kind of beside myself. I was kind of like, well, damn, like, why doesn't he want to take the next levels? Like, why doesn't he want to move on to the next steps? You know what I mean? And you start to internalize it, and you start to think it's something you're doing or not doing. You start to think it's a way you look or don't look. You start to think, like, whatever you start to think. But the fact of the matter is, he told me this day one. And I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. And, yeah, but we were talking about the guy that I talked to, we converse on Instagram. We like flirt a little bit, but I'm not granting him access to me. He told me what it is. And a lot of times guys will tell you what it is, and they know that you're gonna get into your little romantic brain. And I know that if I meet him and we go out and I show him how cool I am and how quirky, and he's gonna want to be with me. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I mean? So now he kind of seems confused by the fact that I'm kind of like, I'm not really talking to him much, because while I am single right now, I wouldn't entertain anything that didn't feel like it was going to lead somewhere, because I'm not casual. I'm not convenient. You know what I mean? I'm not somebody that you can just pop by and do whatever you want. Because if I'm doing things with you, if I'm doing things for you, and then I get myself into a situation where I need support, mental, physically, emotionally, I need you to help me do something, I need to borrow a little something, I need your advice on something. If I feel like I can't go to you with that, but we're being physical, I'll throw myself down a flight of stairs. Like, that is the most humbling, belittling, disgusting feeling as a woman, to be physically intimate with somebody, to lay in a bed with someone, to have skin to skin contact with somebody, and then you're along the side of the road and you just need help. Sometimes you're like, you get a little, I hate the world, but you get emotional. You're like, oh my God, I'm frazzled. What can I do? Who can I call? I need help with this. And then me being in a different country, allowing someone to use my body for entertainment, but has told me they don't want to be romantic, they're not putting in effort, they're not into dating, they don't want to do anything, they don't want to. So, like, I'm just like, let me leave this man alone, because this man told me what it is. You know what I mean? And then if the person is playing a game where they want you to try to prove yourself, and try to show that you're wife worthy. I'm a wifey. I'm a whole wife. I cook. I clean. I do this. I do that. I'm worthy. I'm able to submit, or whatever the things is. That's BS. You know what I mean? I totally am, and I told him that. I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna hang out with you because I'm attracted to you. You're a catch. I told him, I'm like, you're tall, you're good looking, you don't have any kids, you work remotely, you got freedom, I'm gonna want you. I was like, yeah. And I was like, because I'm emotionally attracted to you, like, we've had really great conversations, you're educated, I love the things we talk about. If you come and we hang out and we end up being intimate, I'm gonna feel dumb. I'm gonna feel sad. One thing I've learned to accept about myself is that I am an emotional person. I'm sensitive. I'm not one of these like cool girls, city girls, where you can come in for the weekend and we can, and I'm not gonna feel anyway. Oop. I'm gonna feel away. I'm gonna feel always. I'm gonna feel very sad. Like, I'm gonna feel away. Unless it's whack, and then I'm just gonna feel dumb and nasty. That lets you lay on me and on top of me, on side of me. You know what I mean? So yeah, and he's just like, oh no, I get it. And he was like, well, if I come out there, we can still link up. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I doubt it. You know what I mean? Why would I link up with you? You're a complete catch. You guys, he's so good looking. I'm just like, hang out with you for what? And I'm gonna be your friend. I wouldn't really get into a platonic relationship with you because I'm gonna throw the universe off. I don't really want to be in a platonic relationship with somebody that I'm like attracted to in that way, or I could see being a good fit for me. We're the same sign, child. But I'm afraid I can't do that to myself. You wild crazy. Relationships are crazy. Sometimes a person will tell you what they think you want to hear to get what they want to. The ones that are straight with you are better. No, it's absolutely true. And that's why I never really put what I want, what I'm looking for out there. Because, especially when you're an online person, people see that and they'll hit you up, like, pretending to be everything that you want. So I heard you like picnics and fields. I heard you want to go on a picnic in a field. Well, I got some citronella candles and a blanket and some wine. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring my laptop out there, my hot spot. We could sit out there, we could vibe, we could listen to white people music. Because I know those are all the things you like. And those are all the things I like. And I probably shouldn't even sit here. Those are all the things I like. Like, the Dominican Republic is so beautiful. Like, you could do it up out here. You could live your most romantic fairy tale out here in the woods, on the beach, in the jungle, in the fields. You could do all the freaky stuff. You could have all the romantic dates. So it would be really easy for somebody to come in here and have like some fake whirlwind, romance with you in a week or two and then dip off somewhere. So I be minding my business and just keep myself busy and stuff, because people will dip in and play with your head. You know what I mean? But I also think a lot of people say things that may not necessarily be true to their heart. Like sometimes people are protecting themselves, like saying like, "Oh, I'm single and I don't want anything and I don't want to be involved." And it's like, no, you're single, but you would entertain something if it were the right thing. And that's another thing I said to the guy. And I was like, I'm probably just not the girl for you, but you're gonna meet somebody who, because you're older, and I'm not saying just because you're older that you want to be with somebody or you should want to be with somebody or you need somebody, but there are things that he's told me that he's desired that you're not gonna be able to have without a partner. And to go about trying to get these things without a partner it's gonna make you crazy. Like that's just my opinion though. You also have to do your research. He may not be single or he may really have kids. Men will tell you what you want to hear, so you absolutely at least do fully believe that he's at least single. Don't know about the kids though, because it's rare. Like you don't got no kids, you're a good looking guy, and you out here dipping and doing it. Like, sometimes I'm willing to believe because I'm single and I have no kids. You ain't gonna find no kids for me nowhere, and there's nobody that even thinks we're in a relationship. There's nobody that even would get mad if I posted somebody being with somebody or on a date. There's nobody. There's like one or two guys who like me. There's one or two guys who I've given energy to and like maybe going on dates with, but they've showed me that they do or feel ways about me or that I just wouldn't appreciate. Like there's this guy we went on some great dates. We hung out, we had a great time. He's a nice guy. He's older and he does have kids, but all his kids are of age. But I needed help with the situation, and he showed me that not only was he not going to help me with the situation, but he didn't care whether or not I found resolve. Like granted, you can't help me do what it is I need you to help me do, but you're not even gonna check in a few days later and be like, hey, did you get that situation resolved? Is there any other way that I can help you? And that's cool if that's who you are, but the person that I ultimately want to be with is gonna care. Like not only are they gonna care, but they're gonna wanna help. And then if they can't help, they're gonna check in day one, day two. Hey, what's up? What happened? Did you get it resolved? Dang, is there any other way? Is there any other thing? Hey, I was looking and I found this out that maybe that can help you. That's gonna be the kind of person that I would give more energy to. Ever since that incident, I've kind of been like, meh. Because what I've also learned is you cannot tell people how to love you. You can only see how they love and see if it's something you want. You know what I mean? I feel like you can tell people how you want them to love you, but you can't control whether or not they're going to love you in that way. You know what I mean? I used to think that I was what is it? Not that, like, I used to think that I was like a quality time kind of person, but what I found out that I am is I'm an active service person. I'm acts of service all day. Gifts are cool. Quality time is cool. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I mean, you can touch me, but don't touch me to show you care about me. You know what I mean? That's not going to be the way that I feel like, oh my God, he cares about me because he hugs me. No, I know you want to touch me. Guys always want to touch you. So like for me, touch is not a thing. You know what I mean? I'm definitely an acts of service person. If you see that I need something, if you see that I could use something, if I'm somewhere and I'm struggling, if I'm carrying a whole bunch of bags and boxes, and when people come to my physical aid to help me, I'm like, because you didn't have to do that. Especially if I didn't ask and you just pull up, like, yo, let me do that. Let me help you. Let me help you figure that out. Hey, you take this part and I take this part. Then I'm like, oh my God. Then I can't even, now I'm creating a whole romantic fairy tale in my head for the man who helped me with the boxes. He see me up from the window, came down and helped me. And it's just like, oh my God. So yeah, girl, that's what I've been thinking about. And you know, they always say women don't take about accountability. No, we do. A lot of times we take accountability for things that we're not even responsible for. Sometimes just to spare there being drama or being stress. Like a lot of times, like I find myself apologizing for things that I have nothing to do with. I'll be like, I'm sorry. They'll be like, it's not your fault. I'll be like, I know, but if this is gonna help the situation progress, I'll say I'm sorry. Like, I really don't care. It could be childhood trauma child. It could be my sign. It could be that I'm very non-confrontational, because when I am forced to be confrontational, I'm off the wall. I'm off the meat rack. I'm wild. I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a very nice person. I'm a very sensitive person. So if you put me in the position to have to defend myself, I'm gonna lock onto your leg and I'm gonna pull it off. Because why you come mess with me? Like, I mind my business. I don't try to get in nobody's stuff. I don't be looking at nobody's videos trying to jump to nothing. The only thing I ever talk about is myself. And if you come into my lane and interfered with anything, then there's that. But I don't bother nobody. So once I feel bothered, oh, I'm trying to go in on you, like, and I hate that energy because it's draining. It's so draining to be that way, to feel that way, to constantly feel like you have something on your back that you need to avenge, you need to correct, you need to set straight. You know what I mean? So being that I find that I also am a very non-confrontational person, what I do like to do is address things right away now. Whereas I used to sweep things under the table. When you sweep things under the table, it's gonna eat you alive. It's gonna bite at your feet. So I address things right away. Like, I was on Instagram the other day talking to this girl, and she's known me since I've been like 13, 14. And she was saying things that were indicative of the old me, and I had to correct her each step of the way. And I would have felt bad about it, but what I don't want you to do is think that you still know me. We haven't seen each other in years. So I have to correct you on this because you don't know me anymore. You haven't known me in a very long time, and I understand that may have been who I used to be, but it's not who I am anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to my friend the other day on Snapchat, and I dropped something, and I was telling her, she was like, girl, and I know you was pissed, and I know you did this, and I know you probably swore the house up. No, that would have been me in like 2015. But in 2024, I clean it up and I move on. Like, I don't have time to be throwing tantrums and fits and shit like that. A bitch has grown. Acknowledge that. Understand it. And take a note. You know what I mean? Take a note. But yeah, I was thinking about it last night. I went to the gym today. I was thinking about it. And I was like, you know what? My ex wasn't as bad of a guy as I made him out to be. There were a lot of other things, child, there were. But the things that I think I resented most at the end of our relationship, he never promised me. He never told me he was gonna do that. He never promised me that. He just never did. He just never did. So it's like about a good 15 pounds off my back to feel as though, oh, somebody wasted my time. No, he didn't waste your time. You lied to yourself. You lied to yourself. He also let you know in the very beginning of the relationship that he wasn't over his ex and that he was still harboring a lot of pain and resentment there. You could have spared yourself all of this years ago. So, you good? I guess. I mean, you know. But yeah, girl, when these folks tell you who they are, believe them. Believe them. People very rarely, I'm not gonna say people rarely lie about themselves, but just believe people, even if it is a lie. Even if it is a lie. Even if that guy is saying that just because he's hurt and he wants somebody to prove themselves and he wants somebody to step up and be Supergirl, let somebody else do that. Because I ain't got time for it. I really don't. And what I was saying on my last live is I don't have time to be out here recovering. I really don't. Like, if I'm gonna be out here recovering, let it be from something that was genuine and genuinely went wrong. Like, let it not be something that I lied to myself about and then came to be true and then, y'all know. Like, you won't come out here and lay all over me, honey, and have me thinking like something's gonna be cute and it ain't. Cause you told me it ain't. You told me you ain't want none. You told me you're not into romance. You told me that you basically want me to come to a room and we can just sit and drink and then hop all over each other and then you can go about your business and we probably won't ever talk again. It's not my vibe. I'm not that cool. I'm not that modern. I don't have that type of masculine energy. I feel like that is a carnal thing that I never developed. I never developed that. I've never been able to do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? I've never been like with my friends and been able to go out somewhere and just meet somebody and just do something and then just kind of be like, ah. I'm not a one night stand kind of person. And I don't have anything against those type of people. It's just not my energy. But I've been it, honey. And I'm gonna go out today and do some really pretty content and some nice things and talk about this kind of stuff a bit more because hi in Vietnamese, hey Bayu Arya. I want to go hang this stuff up because I've become like super, I hate to have stuff around, but I know if I go in there, my Wi-Fi will cut out. But I went to the grocery store. I might as well show you what I got for 12 bucks. I did my nails last night. I did my toes the same. These are just really simple DIY nails. If I ever want anything special, I would go to the salon, but I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I haven't been to the salon since I've been here. Happy New Year, Cheryl. I haven't been to the salon since I've been here. I'm not your fancy girl, like in that way. I'm just not. I got some tomatoes. I got some eggplant. I got some cilantro. I got some noodles. I got 3 pounds of ground chicken. Ooh, oh my God. I got 2 cans of tomato sauce, a pack of gum, and watermelon, seeded of course. I got all that for like $11, 12 bucks. And that is that. I went to the grocery store after I went to the gym. I really went for protein. They didn't have it today. I went also for onions. They didn't have today, but I have 2 onions that I can see from here. Oh no, that's 1 onion and a bitter orange and some bananas. They didn't have any ripe bananas. That's one thing I hate about going to the grocery store really, really early. They don't be having the stuff out, but the guy was nice enough. He went in the back and he ground me up some fresh chicken. I was like, oh, thank you. See, because all the other guys would have just been like, no hay pollo molida. And I would have just been like, oh. And I was like, tiene pollo molida? And he was like, ay. He said something, which I understood as, let me go check, you know, just in context of our conversation. And he went and he came back with some ground chicken for me. And I'm just like, oh my God, thank you. Oh, that was really cute. That was really sweet. I really appreciated that. And that was that. I just wanted to come and have this conversation with you because it was on my mind. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. You know, I was just like, oh my God. I feel so exposed. I exposed myself for being stupid. You know how you feel? My face looks so much smaller than it did. Oh my God, my face looks cute again. Ever since stopping, I don't drink anymore. Ever since stopping drinking, I do not carry as much water weight. My face looks so much slimmer. Like, look how this cheekbone almost comes out further than my jaw now. Sober is the new sexy. I seen an ad on Facebook for White Claw. Now, I'm not the kind of person to invest a whole bunch of money in mock drinks and mock teenies, because it's juice. It's juice and it's seltzer. I'm not going to buy an expensive drink that has no alcohol in it. That's not me. I'll just have some water, some fruit juice. You can throw some tonic in it, but it doesn't have to be a special mocktail. And I have nothing against drinking, you know what I mean? Because sober is the new sexy doesn't mean that drinking is the new ugly, because I'll have a drink with no problem. I just don't buy alcohol keep it in my house. You know what I'm saying? I used to keep alcohol bottles. You know what I'm saying? I never have company, so it doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, you know, hey Rose, you know, and that's it. And I got a pack of gum. I don't know if I showed you that. But I'm going to let you guys go in a few. But, you know, I always wonder when a video is live, how do people who are not, I don't feel like I ever see people's lives who I'm not subscribed to or don't follow. Like, the weirdest people be clicking onto my lives, and I just be like, the fuck do y'all want? You know, but I'm gonna let you guys go. I told you to come in and have that conversation. Every time I get on live, I talk entirely too long. That's never my intention. I'm gonna hop into the shower and I'm going to hop into the shower, do some content. I'm working on one of my e-courses. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I feel like once I start talking about it, it's like, oh, so I've talked about it and like I almost won't finish it or whatever it is. They say when you talk too much about something that you're doing, it's like mental masturbation, and you almost won't feel the need to complete it. Like if you get on the phone and you talk to your friend about an idea and you talk and you talk and you talk and you talk, a lot of the times you won't put the actual energy, the actual finishing touches on making it become a thing. So why is somebody Islamic watching my videos? Let me block you. How do you block these people? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I like every time I have these people that are like completely not from my channel or don't watch me, they're talking different languages and shit. They start acting weird and shit. I don't have time for that. You know, occasionally I miss doing, I'm not gonna lie, I do not miss doing makeup videos because I've been pouring from an empty cup for a very long time when it comes to beauty. It is exhausting, it takes a lot of work, and people simply don't support. Damn it, and I hate to say things like that because people do support. Let's say the support is not enough for me to create that kind of content. It takes so much work, electricity, time, energy. We've had this conversation. I feel like I have this conversation every time I do something. It's a lot. You know, it makes me feel terrible. And it just takes the joy from doing it. You know what I mean? You don't do things so they can have a certain effect, but it's like you want to help people. You know what I mean? And hiya. 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 I don't know what that is, but you said please, so I'm trying to help you out. But yeah, you know, I feel like I'm going to incorporate some beauty into some of the newer content that I do. But like the way I used to do old school tutorials, oh my God. I sit and I think about it and I'm just like, girl, I put so much into it. So much into it. I've been pouring from an empty cup for years. I would like to have something put back in my cup from it. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of my aura, a lot of my chi. You know what I'm saying? I was watching one of, oh my goodness, how come I can't think of her name? She used to do the strawberry letter videos. And she was saying when the, oh my God, what's her name? Wow. Shonda. It would have drove me crazy. And she was saying when a flamingo has a baby and she cares for the baby over the years, she loses her pinkness. She goes from pink to pale pink to white from all the care and the love that she offers the child. She loses her color. I feel like I've lost my color. I feel like as a flamingo, I'm stark white right now. There's been nothing being poured back into me in that way. So you have to be careful. You can't give too much. When in a relationship, as a mom, you have to care for yourself. Like you almost have to care for yourself more than what you're giving your all to. Because if you give your all and then there's nothing left of you, then what? It's like, then what? It's like, yeah, everyone's benefiting, everyone's eating from it, everybody's growing from it, everybody's learning from it. And then you, Like sometimes I see moms and they're cooking and they're cleaning and they're doing this and they're doing that and they're caring for the babies and they're caring for the husbands and they're caring for the house and they're doing this and they're doing that. They don't even have time to shower. They don't even have time to eat. Like they can't even go and get their nails done. Like, thank you so much, T Styles. It's one of those things where you can't give everything you have. You got to be careful. You got to be careful to not overexert yourself and give too much. And I have courses, and I'll be doing a little bit here and there simply because it is a part of me. Not even just the beauty videos, tutorials, and the community, beauty itself. I'm going to incorporate into getting ready with me's, a little bit of this. I'll talk about products a little bit here and there. But I overdid it. And it's me not having boundaries. And I've done this in relationships too. I've given way too much to men. I've given way too much in friendships. I've given way too much to family. I've given way too much to my career. And it's to my detriment. Did you guys hear on Instagram, there's like a story of a teacher who was on his deathbed grading papers and giving students final grades. I would hate to be on my deathbed editing tutorials and videos that I get 2 likes on and a half-ass comment. You know what I mean? I would hate to die next week knowing how much I've given. I'm done. I'm done in that respect. I know she's like, wait a minute, girl, we ain't asked for all that. It's just like you have to have boundaries. You have to know when to stop. You know what I mean? You have to know when what you're doing, you have to know when you're going in the wrong direction. You've been driving and you're looking and there's no landmarks and there's no signs and you're about to run out of gas. And I would hate to be stranded in the middle of nowhere going 15 miles down a road that's leading me nowhere. It's leading me nowhere. You know what I mean? At some point you have to stop and say, okay, I have a quarter of a tank left. I have just about enough gas to turn around and get the fuck out of here because I'm lost and I'm going nowhere fast. I don't see any signs. I don't see any hints or clues. I don't see any lights. I don't even know if there's land. I could be driving off the edge of the ocean. I don't even know where I'm at. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm about to run out of gas. It's like, you need to turn your ass around and find a different direction before it's too late. My teacher is asking me that. I don't know. You got to ask Google. You really do. I may be talking directly to you, JC. You know what I mean? I was telling my friend too, you know what I mean? Like, you take what you get what you get and you don't get upset. And now you have to figure out what your next move is, what your next direction is. I have content that is still, earning me money and still, doing things. I have savings. I was able to do a lot of great things. But at what point do you say, okay, where am I going? You know what I'm saying? I've lost so much weight. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm so hard on myself, but just my camera being at this angle and there not being a roundness here or just my facial features getting lost in the fullness, I love it. I love that for myself. I'd like to take your course. It will be a birthday gift to myself. I have a couple different courses. I have one-on-ones, and I'm really going to lean into the business of being a creator. And I don't want to talk too much about it because I already know how I do personally. You know what I mean? I'm never going to stop talking to you guys. Even if there's not tutorials, there's always going to be live videos. There's always going to be videos and little short films. I started on YouTube doing monologue and short film. If you're a super duper OG, you know my first videos were about acting. And then my first videos were short films. And my first videos were vlogs of me walking to auditions. You know what I mean? So I've always been artistic. I've always been an entrepreneur. Raina! She tried to kill me! No, I'm just playing. So you guys know, if you know that my very first videos were of acting. So, so I'm really excited to offer that kind of content again. But knowing what I know now and the what is it called? The culture of video making, I can incorporate so much into it. My outfit of the day videos used to be little films. I remember I took this H&M dress and I made this whole little film. You know what I mean? My videos used to be like these little short, dramatic, you know what I mean? So it's coming full circle. I still love beauty and stuff like that. And I don't feel burnt. I feel just burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I could be 50, still doing videos and be like the number one 50-year-old man. You don't know. You don't know what's to come. You know what I mean? I'm open to everything, but I do know for my own sanity, for my own mental and heart health, I have to explore other avenues because like I'm literally drained. And I remember in 2015, 16, I don't know. I remember trying to film through Drain and I was angry as fuck. I was angry. My energy was bad. I was very resentful about the things that were happening because it was new to me. And you take it personally and you can't see the forest from the trees. And it feels very like you're being attacked. And maybe I was being attacked. Maybe I was. But I wish I would have just taken a beat and breathed, touched some grass, and come back. So, you know what you got to do, right? You just got to do it. Hi, reigning woman. Yes. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about the new things to come. Hopefully you guys can get something from the newer content, just helping people escape themselves, their situations, predicaments, whether it be mental or physical, finding new space to grow, uprooting yourself from bad soil and replanting yourself somewhere else. I love where I'm at physically, mentally, and emotionally right now. I did not cry this whole video. I don't know if any of y'all noticed that, but anytime I've talked about career, past feelings, emotions, my future, I cry. You know what I mean? I have an emotional feeling about it, but I don't feel the need to cry. And even the times when I felt like I could, I can talk myself off a ledge. There's nothing wrong with crying, but we don't have time for that. I mean, you should make time to cry maybe if you need to, but learn how to harness that emotion and put it toward your progress and being productive. You know what I mean? The 40 and up market may be where it's at. We have the income and willingness to learn. And you're absolutely positively right. And I try to market myself to the 30 and up. You know what I'm saying? And I have a few years till 40, but I don't even really feel like that matters. I feel like my energy and I feel like the kind of content I film and the way, the aesthetic of my makeup. And I was talking about this with my friend Raina. Absolutely. And sometimes, like I was saying earlier, sometimes it's not even that you need to completely change what you're doing. Sometimes you need to change how you're doing it. Like sometimes you're an artist and you're a painter and you're painting landscapes and you should be painting architecture. Or maybe you're painting realism and you should be doing modern art. I don't know. You guys understand what I'm saying. And you know what? And I do feel that way. But you know what happens with the 40 and up market? I feel like when I have catered to, and I do believe that my audience is like 35 and up. Like when I look at my demos on different things, but I feel like there's not a lot of engagement. It's like you guys will look at work and go, okay, but it's not like, share, comment, save. You know what I mean? And those are the only things when it comes to algorithmic success that will help you grow. You know what I mean? If my 40 somethings are not commenting, liking, saving, and sharing like the 18-year-olds, you're dead in the water. There's no collaborations, there's no sponsorships, there's no big deals, there's no traveling, you know what I mean? But a lot of times, sometimes you have to remove that from your mind and off your horizon and understand that, okay, well, maybe there's no collaborations, maybe there's no deals, maybe there's no sponsorships for you, but maybe there's great success in selling courses. Maybe there's great success in traveling and doing pop-ups and doing touring kind of thing. But it's scary. It's scary to go in a direction and you don't know if it's going to lead you somewhere, especially when you don't have that much gas left. You know what I mean? I need to get to a gas station. Literally, I feel like moving here has definitely given me a little bit more fuel. You know what I'm saying? But I need some grade A, top of the line, the most expensive gas at the 7-Eleven. I need that. I need that. I'm 54 and love all your content. Thank you so much. Cry if you need to. Absolutely, allowing yourself space to cry is a part of healing. It absolutely is. And I did a video about how to get over heartbreak, and I said, and this time I got over my ex. Every single time I need to cry, I did. I don't care. I could be checking out at the grocery store, and a lady could be talking to me, and if I'm crying, just mind your business. I'm cool. I'm good. And then I couldn't I could not cry for my ex if you paid me to. And it's not because I hate him or I have negative feelings, but I've cried so much. It's done, baby. The tear ducts are like, nah, we're good. we're good here. You know what I'm saying? I'm 63 and your makeup and clothing style made me the shit. Oh, thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that. I do. I don't want to talk you guys' heads off. I mean, I do. I do want to talk you guys' heads off. But I'm not, because I know that the playback on these super long lives, it'd be hard. It'd be hard. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just pivoting what I'm doing and what I'm saying and how I'm feeling. And I've worked my way through a lot of YouTube drama. And it's kind of refreshing to see other people going through what I went through because it feels so much less personal. You know what I mean? When things feel personal, it really sucks. It really sucks to feel like you were pinpointed to be somebody else's diving board. People do it nowadays like it's nothing. And it's almost become a part of the culture to do something and then somebody else see it and do exactly that very same thing. I don't know how people can take it. I take a lot of pride in being an individual. I thrive off of wanting to be a unique person, having a unique experience. But these days, it's just not what it is. It's, oh, she did ABC, I'm gonna do ABC. Verbatim. It's not like, oh, she did ABC, I'm gonna do BCA. I'm gonna do it in a similar way, but make it my own. People these days are looking at people's stuff and saying, no, I'm gonna do that. She did a dance, I'm stealing her dance. Somebody did something that works for them, everyone steals it and makes it a trend, and the originator gets lost in the sauce. And I don't know how people can handle it. I can't handle that kind of thing. I used to stay up at night thinking and toiling and plotting and scheming on how I'm gonna do something different. But it's gonna be something that offers change to my audience. It's gonna be something that offers growth to my audience. I wanna empower my viewers. I wanna help them overcome something that I've overcome that I know that we have in common. And people don't really think that way anymore. They scroll through other people's stuff who think that way, and they be like, oh yeah, I'm recreating this verbatim, download the video, run off with the sauce. That will get you hurt. That will get you hurt dealing with a real artist. People can't handle that. People can't. I don't do that. I don't operate that way. Even if I've done something unique, and just by chance, I see that somebody else has done the very same exact thing first, I'm not gonna probably put my thing out. I thrive off being a unique cut of cloth with all the fibers being things that come from within myself. I am not a made in China piece of fabric. I'm like organic, handmade, gluten-free, vegan, like organic fiber, honey. And I just can't do it. I couldn't do it to somebody. But I do take a lot of pride in knowing that there are people who would not be who they are if I was not who I am. And if people can live with that, who am I to tell people not to be so inspired by me, so moved by me, so impressed by me, that they need pieces of me to weave into their fiber? That's kind of awesome. Now, on the tag of their fiber, I should get credit and it should say like 6% Destiny Godly, 15% Destiny Godly. A large portion of this fiber was crafted by Destiny Godly, but it doesn't happen that way. And I've come to accept it because I see it happen to so many brilliant people. So many brilliant people are creating brilliance and getting washed. And it can be a painful experience if you are a voice and not an echo. I'm not an echo. I am a voice. I'm not the I'm the call. And then call. I'm not the call. I'm not an echo. I'm not an echo. I'm an original sound. You know what I'm saying? And it has to be something that, you know what I mean? Now I put out stuff that I'm just like, okay, well, this is going to be my thing that I do. And you have to understand that if it does something for you, somebody's going to want it to do something for them too. That's just the way it is these days. But back in the day, man, you know what I'm saying? 100% Italian silk, imported Egyptian lace. Absolutely. You know, but you live and you learn. You really do. And I think that's important, you know, and you see it everywhere. You see it in film. You see it in music videos. You hear it in music and beats. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's sampled from this artist and that artist. And you know what I mean? Everyone's sampled. But that's me smacking raw chicken. I still have a lot of energy from going to the gym. I'm gonna let you guys go. It's been about an hour. Hey, Nibia Hernandez. Yes, Her Highness. And yes, JC. It is. It's called integrity. And, you know, it is what it is. But I do love my nails. Like, I'm feeling them smooth. I sat yesterday and I watched like a whole season of Degrassi doing my nails. And I feel good. I feel good that I'm back in the gym. I feel good that I feel good. You know, I feel great. Physically, mentally, emotionally, when you understand these things, or when you come to certain resolutions and you're just like, hey, everything becomes so much easier to digest. Everything becomes so much easier to digest. It really does. You know what I mean? And I mean, what can you do? You can't let these things like clog you up. You know what I mean? Yes, JC. Yes. Woo. Yes. It's very true. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's c'est la vie. It's really life. You know, it's really life. You know, we're you know, we kind of have unique experiences, but I don't really feel that anything has happened to me or anybody else that has never happened to anyone. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? There's nothing that has happened to me in my career that hasn't happened to a lot of really great people. And the greatest people see their way through it. And sometimes there are things that happen to you for you to be able to overcome that, for you to be able to come the next great thing. You know, maybe you were offering great things, but they weren't as great as your as the greatness that you have to offer. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not done. I still have amazing ideas and great things that I want to share. But sometimes I feel like, well, I'm gonna share it once I know that it can undeniably be tracked to me. Because while you may not do something so it can do something for you, who doesn't want credit for their brainchildren, for their arts, for their innovations, for pioneering a thought, a movement, a cause? Of course. Everybody has an ego. Like, let's not lie about these things. You know what I mean? Of course, when you introduce something, you don't introduce it so you can, be known as the introductee. But if it becomes something that makes a sound and echoes and has a ripple effect, you're damn straight the person's gonna wanna like go, you know what I'm saying, a little pat on the back, you know what I'm saying? Everybody eating, can I get a meal? The fuck? I got a little snack, goddamn. Can I get a little nibble? Ah. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But let me show you my little gym outfit. You guys have seen these pants before. I've worn them so many times in regular life that they're now gym pants. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy it. And I want to share a lot more fashion with you. But I feel like we're living different lives right now. I feel like it's so cold out there for you guys. Hey, Faye. You try. Okay. I love that name, Faye. Um, the DR is great. The DR is beautiful. The DR is peaceful. I'm really focusing this quarter on really getting my living all the way together. I'm not feeling like I'm on vacation anymore. I'm not feeling like I'm here for a limited time anymore. So I'm really focusing on really getting my life together. Oh, but yeah, losing a lot of weight. The back fat is really falling away. So this is hanging, but you know what I'm saying? Even Tampa is brick as heck. I have been seeing and hearing that it is cold everywhere. So the videos and the clothes that I wear, I just feel like I'm not on par with you guys. That's great to hear and keep up with those goals. Thank you so much, honey. I feel like I'm not on par with you guys. Like, this is the outside right now. My eyes are so sensitive sometimes. It's 85 degrees today. It's 85 degrees. Thank you so much, JC. I'm from New York originally, upstate, honey, the mountains. You can still rock it in the house. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. And I live in Punta Cana now. I need to get into the gym, got gastric sleeve this summer and want to heavy lift. Well, I have a gym page. I'm gonna be sharing more gym content. I just got a new gym membership and I'm loving it. So I will definitely be sharing. I'm letting my hair grow out. I'm gonna be offering, I can even talk about it because I really wanna do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really happy for this pivot. I'm never gonna, let's be real. I'm never gonna completely never talk about makeup again. I just won't be sitting down and doing filming for an hour, editing for 3 hours, and then posting a step-by-step kind of vibe. But we're gonna always talk about, I'm 30. We're always gonna talk about lipstick and what blush. And you know what I really want to do, and I'll talk about this because it's already out there and it's just something light. I want to talk about how to coordinate simple makeup with color. If you're wearing a purple shirt, if you're wearing a green shirt, you know what I'm saying? Type vibe, what should you wear? And then I wear really, really simple makeup now. It's just lashes and a little bit of concealer here, there, and then lip and liner. I really barely wear makeup now. I've been doing my facial exercises because I want this to go away. and it's really, really lessened. And I go like this. Or you see where this shine stops? I want it to continue. So I've been doing that a lot lately. I have a fitness Instagram. I've had it for like 6 years. I have like 15,000 subscribers. It's popping a little bit, but I've stopped over the years. But there's tons of really great old content. And it's The Godly Body. You know, everything's gonna always have my name somewhere in it. I know, no. But yeah, you know, I do I do gym content on Instagram as well. It's also called The Godly Body. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I have some really great things on the way. And yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I be getting like sad and I be like, I'm gonna go, I gotta talk to you guys anymore because you don't love me. And then you guys be like, we love you. And I'd be like, okay. And I'm back. So yeah, you just have to remind me that you love me a lot. I'm a Cancer, so like you need to tell me every day, a couple times a day. Send me a text, an email, tell me good morning, how are you doing? Send me lunch money, because I am everything that people hate about Cancers. I represent that very much. I'm emotional, I'm moody, I hold grudges. Sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm here fiercely to represent the people that you have to be nice to. You gotta treat me nice, you gotta treat me respectful, you gotta be nice to me. I don't like backhanded compliments. I don't like little funny style things. If you say something weird and I have to second guess it, you're gonna know. Because I don't understand. I don't like too much joking. Don't play around with me too much. I don't like it. Just be cute and respectful, because I'm going to be cute and respectful. I don't give backhanded compliments. I'm not going to be like, who you think you is? Where you think you going? I didn't think you cute. No, I'm like, oh my God, you look very nice. You look beautiful. I give real apologies. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm so sorry that I hurt you. That's just who I am. I'm the type of person, I'm always looking to collect accountability. I'm always searching through my problems to see where I fucked up, because I know there's something that I did. But that's not always the best, because sometimes you didn't do anything, little shorty. You didn't do anything. Some people are just raggedy. No, but why was they raggedy to me? Because I did something. I allowed them to be raggedy to me one time, and now they think I let them shenan. And then they shenan again and again and again. That's me. That was my fault. I take that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know, being fake is just too much energy. It takes too much. I could maybe give you one fakeness one time if I'm only gonna meet you one time in life. But if I have to be fake every time I show up somewhere, or every time I do something, or every time I, interact with a certain, it's a lot of effort, and I'm I'm just like lazy like that. I can't do it. Even when I was younger, I remember my mom has a lot of sisters, so they'd be in competition with each other. And my mom would tell a lie about me, and I'd be like, I'm here to tell the truth. Because my mom said that I won the National Scholar for being the best student ever award, and I didn't. But she only said that because you guys are mean to her and you try to belittle her, but she's a great mom and I'm a great student and we're both worthy of your respect. But Mom, I don't want you to have to lie about me, because then that means that the things that I do achieve is not good enough. And that makes me feel bad. And I don't want to participate in this lie. So I'm gonna go now. Love you. It's too much. I can't commit. I can't commit into a lifetime of lying to something about something in some way. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even as an actress, find truth in this character, because liars make bad actors. Make this the truth. Make it true. Find the truth in it. Find the humanity. Find the reasoning. And I studied at NYU, in case y'all don't know. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Oh my God, so it's been an hour and 5 minutes that we're talking. It's been an hour and 5 minutes. I thought it was gonna be like 20 minutes this live. I can't do it anymore. I can't keep talking to y'all. Everybody hang up on me right now. Hang up, everyone hang up. And then I'll be embarrassed and then I'll hang up. Do it now, go. No, but honestly, I'm mad thirsty. And I've been romanticizing drinking water. So I drink my water from a wine bottle now. And so good. Oh my God, water is so good. Oh. Let me go. You don't like me. Anyway, I love and appreciate y'all too. Yes, I drink my water from a wine bottle because it feels cuter. It feels fancier. Like when I sit down, I'll be sitting here and have my dinner like a little old lady. And it just feels cuter. And I drink my water out of a wine glass as well. I mean, when I'm really pounding water, I'm drinking it from my Brita bottle. It's BPA free. I have my Brita bottle. Everybody else has a Stanley cup, and I just still have my Brita bottle. Where is it? Because it deserves some love. Okay, so this is my Brita bottle. And then the straw, there's a charcoal filter. And if you drink 3.5 of these, you drink a gallon. So when I'm really, really pounding water, see what it is. And that's that. And it doesn't leak. I bring it to the gym. I bring it to the beach. I keep it in the bed with me. It doesn't leak water. It's easy to pop open in the middle of the night, drink from it, and then be done with it, you know? That's that. Hola, mi gente. Okay. Hola, ¿cómo está? Entiendo un poquito español, pero no mucho. Pero yo necesito aprender más español porque yo tengo mis amigos que hablan español, pero no mucho. Y'all see, I don't even know. I don't finish. Let me go. I gotta go. I really gotta go. I gotta get in the shower. I have. Gracias. See. No, you guys. I really have to go. I hope to see. I'm gonna do more vlogs. I called myself trying to do daily vlogs, but my life is just not interesting. Thank you. My life is just not. It's not that it's not interesting enough, but there's like no drama in my life. Like I don't have a baby, I don't have a husband, I don't have a dog, a cat, a lizard, and don't want none. And I just really like such a very peaceful, very light life. And I know that doesn't always make for the best content, but I also don't want to introduce any drama to my life to make good content. I don't want to do dramatic things. I don't want to feel weight. I don't want to feel drama. You know what I mean? I really just like a very light, easy, soft, drama-free life with no anxiety. You know what I mean? I'm open to the idea of meeting a nice, light, drama-free man who is tall with no kids, who works and lives abroad, who is financially stable, kind of like heavy, like thick legs, like a thick chest. And I am, short kings are growing on me. Short kings are growing on me. Like I'm 5'6", you could be like 5'8". That's okay. As long as you got some weight on you. You can't be a skinny short king, but I was in the gym the other day in this short king, and I was just like, you know, and I was just like, okay, he's thick. Like, sometimes tall men are just mean. Sometimes men that have things that make them socially acceptable and desirable and popular, like height, like a beard, like like super fit, they just don't know how to act. So because you're tall, you think you can introduce drama into my life? You can't. And you know what? I'm not the biggest beard fan. You don't have to have a big whole big beard on your face. Like anytime you meet a guy that has a beard, oh he thinks he's so ew. You peaked. Beard was peak 2019, 20. It's 2024. I could do a chin strap. I could do a clean face with stubble, this super geometrical beard, and then the flat ironing of the beards. No like it. No like it. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And it works both ways. Girls who have got their whole entire body done, they got the big hard lips, they got big dentures, they got big hard titties, they got their tummy tucked, their waist is this big, they got a big old booty, they're wearing a super bust down, they got big lashes. I guess. I guess that's fine. I mean, yeah, that's what you wanted to do. I mean, absolutely, positively, no hate whatsoever. I love that for you. I really do. But what I got going on, I'm gonna pass it to my daughter. I don't really. So don't come over here be mean. Don't be mean. Don't be mean to be very nice. Be nice. Cause these, my daddy lips. Cheekbones from grandma. Don't be mean to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure that pissed a couple of people off. Do your thing. Get your whole body done. I love it. You gotta live your life for you. You gotta walk past the mirror and like what you see, like how you feel, regardless to what is going on in the world, who has a problem, whomever. It doesn't matter. A lot of people think that girls do it for guys. Some might. But at the end of the day, like me going to the gym and even when I got my hair transplant, the things that I do, the things that I did, even my teeth, I got my teeth, they change every day. Standards do change every day. You have to like what you see when you walk past the mirror. You have to like what you see when you wake up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So cool. Men created these beauty trends. They absolutely did. They absolutely did, but that's why I'm growing my little teeny weeny afro out, because that was my favorite. The locks were my real, like my favorite thing that I did to my hair. But my natural hair is my favorite hair. I don't really look great with long hair. It's fun, it's cute. It makes for a great moment, a great photo. But me, just myself, I feel like I look my best with my teeny weeny afro with the sides low, not too low. A little tapered teeny weeny afro with some texture. And that's it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm growing that back out. I would like my hair to be as thick as it can, as healthy as it can be. I also like myself bald, but I have the scar in the back of my head. I have the scar in the back of my head, and that's something that I am looking to have treated this year, and yeah. My little mention a few minutes ago was not to make anybody feel self-conscious about anything whatsoever, but I think what happens, especially now with social media and the beauty standards and people being able to meet them head on, surgery is getting less expensive and more frequent and more common, I don't feel like you can walk into a space on juice and insult organics. It's not cool. It's not okay. I personally won't allow it. I won't allow you to come into a space where I'm at and try to flex technology and science and try to belittle people or anything like that. And when it comes to like men and the things that they do to themselves and the way they look, I won't allow you to use your aesthetics to abuse me. And guys try to do that. They do. I remember at one point when the beard was like all you had to have. You didn't have to be a good person. You didn't have to have a good heart. You didn't have to have a personality. You didn't have to be service oriented. You just being a tall guy with a beard, you could slay anybody. You could run down, you could shoot up everybody's club. And for me personally, when I meet guys and they know they're very attractive and they know that they're that guy or they're popular, whatever, and they got their muscles and tattoos and a beard and they're like tall or whatever, and they know that they're a catch, they try to act away. And I'm just like, no, I'm not impressed. Like, no, I never even know that I'm physically attracted to somebody until I'm mentally attracted to them. Once you say something, once we have a certain conversation and I'm just like, oh my God, yeah, I like that this guy's smart or he has something really to say, then my eyes will look at you like, oh, and he's cute. Oh. I have to like you mentally first. I just have to. I really have to. I have to like you mentally first. Sometimes when people are really attractive, that makes me not attracted to them because in my head I go, they have pretty privilege. They have something that maybe they didn't have to develop a character. Maybe they don't have to develop a personality because they look a certain way. You know what I mean? And I think oftentimes people may think that of me because I'm so breathtaking. No, it's like, but you know, I feel like a lot of people understand certain people with certain aesthetics may not be granted a level of pretty privilege, but we do understand that they are breathtaking. But you know that they may not have experienced pretty privilege. They could be supermodel, gorgeous, tall, thin, but you know they have a certain complexion that the world won't grant them the kind of pretty privilege they have if they had a different complexion or if they had different facial features or whatever the case may be. How did we get here? It's been an hour and like 10 minutes. I gotta go. Every time I come here, I do this. All right, you guys, I hope you have a good day. I'm gonna be putting up some content later, some photos and stuff. Interact with them. Because why not? It's easy. If you see something from me, like it. Put a random comment, a heart. Because why not? Everybody that I follow, I just like. Unless I really, really, really don't like it, or they've said something really, really offensive or weird or small-minded. But I mean, everything else gets a go. I never understood, you know, when people follow people that they don't support. Like, as soon as I feel like I'm not really vibing with somebody anymore, I don't support them anymore, I unfollow. So the algorithm, so their engagement doesn't go down. But I think that way because I'm a creator, but I don't know. But I feel like I'm getting sore from being in the gym today, and I'm gonna go. I have a breakout. I need to get my eyebrows done and I need to wash my face because I have been riding behind this truck all the way home from the gym, and it was like blowing smoke. But look, my under eyes are getting so much better because I've been doing. Okay, I gotta go. I keep doing this. Bye, you guys, and thank you to those of you who bought a badge. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later.